recording.
Good evening,
Good evening,
everyone.
everyone.
Welcome,
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 welcome.
welcome.
And
And
today we
today we
have
have
something
something
good
good
for
for
you.
you.
What is
What
that?
is that?
I
I
welcome you
welcome
today
you
on
today
the
on the
20th learning
20th learning
session
session
organized by
organized
the
by the
PSI
PSI
Public
Public
Speaking
Speaking
Community
Community
with a
with a
vision to
vision
bring
to bring
into
into
eminent
eminent
people
people
from
from
the field
quickly
who can add
can add
value to your
value to your
life by sharing knowledge and situation they have been through using the power of communication. I would like everyone to witness the energy we are filled with being in the PSI community, and let us unmute ourselves and give a thunderous applause. Let's give a thunderous applause. Kokotali. Great. Thank you. I take special privilege to welcome the new members and guests on behalf of our PSI core committee. Now, may I request you to please add guest before your name in case if you are invited for the session. Before we start, let me introduce you to the mission, vision, and objective of our PSI community. The mission of our PSI community is to create 1 million public speakers by the year 2030. Vision of our PSI community is to have at least one public speaker in every home who can inspire the family. Objective of our PSI community is to promote public speaking, presentation skills, effective communication, storytelling, etc., etc. A lot of objectives are there, and everybody who is here on this platform is here to excel. So I take you pleasure to inform you that in the wonderful PSI community, we have professional speakers, public speakers, anchors, authors, coaches, trainers, influencers, startup business owners, professionals, educators, and many more. I would like to express my sincere gratitude to Author Sherry Sir, a visionary founder and managing director of Public Speaking Institute community of around 2.5 lakh public speakers across the globe, and who is also pioneering Give India its very first public speaking university. Isn't this good?
Yeah, good evening all.
More about little Author Sherry. He is a well-known international public speaking coach and mentor, and who has given 7 times international TEDx speeches, 3 times Joe Stock speeches, and is author of international bestsellers. Now, let us unmute ourselves and give a big round of applause to Author Sherry Sir, the founder and managing director of the Public Speaking Institute. Please join me. Now, we have all heard healthy top habits such as eating well, staying active, and staying on top of our health. Screenings is really important. But have you ever really thought about why these things are so important and how they all work together? The good news is that it is not hard to build a healthy, positive activities in your life, no matter how old you are or how bad your former habits have been. You can systematically introduce small changes into your life to do daily. Let us understand more from the expert, Mr. Siva Kumar, who is among us to tell us more about it. Mr. Siva Kumar is an entrepreneur, speaker, trainer, family coach, and author. In last 22 years, he has conducted over 100 workshops on life skills, over 1,000 career guidance workshops, and 500 plus corporate training programs. He embarked his entrepreneurial journey in 1998 with Trichy Plus, well known for transforming minds, and Kate Forum, as well as S&S Family First, with a motive to build family and to build nation. Let us join together and welcome Mr. Siva Kumar with a big round of applause. Please do join me. Welcome, Mr. Siva, sir. Pleasure to have you with us on board. And stage is all yours, sir.
Thank you, Deepak. Wonderful introduction. Thank you. And over the phone also, I found you a very enthusiastic person. And thanks, Suresh. Okay, a great opportunity. And I have heard author Sherry also speak once. So great to interact with this community. Now, uh, first of all, I'll tell you why I'm a speaker. The reason I am a speaker is I'm married for the last 27 years. And there is a big curse for all the married men. I can't speak in my house. Even if I try to speak in my house, nobody listens. So the only opportunity I have is to speak to people like you. So you have no other chara but to listen to me for the next 40 minutes. That is the greatness of being a speaker. At least I can vent out over here. I just want to show you some slides. I'm not going to get into health immediately because my wife gave me clear instructions that I should promote our book Family First. Okay, she says you're going on this platform. If you're not going to sell 13 copies of this book, there will be no dinner. So please look into this. This is the bestseller last year in Amazon.in. Family First. Now let me start with my slide. Okay. I hope it is visible. Is it? Is it?
Yes.
Okay. Yes. Now my first slide is a blank slide. What is the worst punishment a human being can get? Suresh ji, what is the worst punishment a human being can get?
Human being can get a best punishment.
Worst, there is no best punishment. It can be the worst punishment.
Like not believing ourselves.
Okay. So, because of paucity of time, I'll just immediately I'll get to it. The worst punishment is confined imprisonment. See, when the prisoner is very naughty, he creates a lot of trouble. They put him in the four walls in a room where he is not able to talk to anybody. He will have to look at one wall, look at the other wall, look at the third wall. Imagine you do like this for 1 week, what will happen? You just keep on looking at four walls and keep on talking, what will happen? Will you be normal?
No.
Shall I lock Deepak and Suresh in a room and say keep on talking to the wall? But do you know my situation? I have been talking to four walls for the last 1.5 years.
Oh.
Last 1.5 years, I go every day 3-4 hours in the Zoom class. And in the Zoom class, no face is seen. Thank God Lokesh is also there. Thank you very much. All blank screen. Now imagine you keep on talking. You don't know they are there. They must have gone with their wife for a party or something. The screen is on. So that has been the worst punishment. Imagine 1 week you will go mad. What will happen to a person in 1.5 weeks? And that was supposed to be a joke here. Why did you all take it so seriously, right? Okay. Again, I promote the book. This is the book. Please remember the book. Okay. See, this is my way of joking. This is my sense of humor. Okay. Quickly, I'll tell you my story before I get into health because without a background, if I talk, there will be no foreground without a background. That is my pretty wife who I captured in Delhi. So, more than doing my MBA there, I was having extracurricular activities. I captured her. I was working in an MNC in Bombay and I met with an accident. I banged into a truck. So, for 1.5 years, I was in bed. Okay, actually, I should have expired at that time itself. So God gave me another life because my wife's name is Savitri. So she danced in front of Yamadharmaraja and she got me back. So that is how the name goes, Sati Savitri. I see nobody laughing. Okay, all are very serious. I think all very serious speakers, right? Okay, fine. And then afterwards, see, 1.5 years after being there, who will give this fellow a job? 1.5 years in bed. So what happened is we had no other chara, but we came to Trichy. It's a beautiful place. New York, London, Rome, Paris, Geneva, Trichy. What a beautiful rhyming, no? Looks like that. Okay, so we came to this place. Now, look, this is one of the ancient photographs of my institute. We even didn't have a shed on top. So imagine all class taking place without a shed. So we were the counselor, We were the trainer, we were the teacher, we were the accountant, we were the fees collector, we were doing all that. So that is how it went. And it multiplied. Now Trichy plus the institution is 23 years young, 23 years old. Now we do all these kind of courses. I'm not going to sit and promote these courses, okay, because my wife asked me to promote family first. And we also have done some other crazy projects like Pictoctionary. I proudly claim this is the world's first picture talking dictionary because it was done almost 18 years back. But we were so poor in marketing that we were never able to get much sales for that. I also, out of passion, I did a job portal called trichyvalet.com. Okay, and then after 1 year, because of too much of expense, we had to close it. Okay, now one claim to fame in Trichy is this. See, I studied in Delhi, worked in Bombay. So in those places, suppose you have boys and girls in an institute. The boy will immediately look at that pretty girl and go and sit next to her. Yes or no, Deepak? That is what you have all done, correct? But in Trichy, what they do is boys sit separately, girls sit separately. Okay, because there is a saying in Tamil that if you put cotton and fire together, they will catch fire. So I don't know which is cotton, which is fire, but they keep them separately. Now I had Delhi, Bombay. I was born in West Bengal, so I had that culture. I said, "Oh, you boy, sit near this girl. This girl sit near this boy." I made them mix and shuffle. So this is something unique I did. Okay, you know what happened because of that? After they completed the course and they were gone, after 6 months, that boy and girl would come. They would come with a card. I would look at them, yes, yes, I've seen you, sir, you're students. They'll give the card, marriage card. I'll say, oh, wonderful. How did it happen? How did this happen? Sir, all because of you, sir. What did I do, man? No, you put us together. Right, we caught fire. Now I start getting almost 150 marriages have happened because of this one thing. I now get a doubt whether I am a trainer or I am a marriage broker. So this is I'm just giving you a background of what I am. Now Deepak is saying, why did you call the speaker Suresh? You were supposed to talk on health and habits and he is talking on all other things under the sky. Just wait. I have to give
These are happy habits.
Yes. Okay. Now, also I wanted to tell you we have done all crazy things. We have put a lot of publication books. So this is not the only book we have put. So we sell books to colleges also. This is my family. All right. Now, first let me talk about me because each one is crazy in their own way. Now, I studied in Durgapur till my 7th standard. My 30 students are there in my class. I was a very good student. Out of 30, my rank was 29. I don't know how I beat that last fellow. Every day I would come from the playground at 8:30 in the night. My father would be waiting with the belt. We would play running catching for the next half an hour around the garden, and then I would climb the tree. He would shake the tree. That's all very entertaining. And finally, I would go under the bed, and then he would give me a whack. Now, such a wonderful student, my father came to Trichy when I was in my 8th standard. They put me in a co-ed school. As usual, I was sitting in the last bench. Okay. That time what happened was, there was a biology class on the third day. This is a very important story I want to share with you. The teacher's name was Mangla. She was teaching about reptile. And she asked all the children are very bright. BHL students are all very bright. Give me an example of reptile. One said snake, miss. Give me an example of reptile. Lizard, miss. Then she came to me. New boy? Yes, miss. Give me an example of reptile. I don't know whether you believe in God or not. Just 2 days before that, my grandfather, my tata, I was going with a walk for him. He had read somewhere about dinosaur. And he was telling me dinosaur, long neck, big body, green color, bronchosaurus, tyrannosaurus. He was telling all kinds of things. And he also said it is a reptile. So he explained and I remembered what my grandfather had told me 48 hours back. So I stood up. I said, dinosaur, miss. Teacher, wow, those days Jurassic Park was not there. What dinosaur, superb, brilliant student. She called me, come, come, come. She put a hand on my back. First time a human being is touching me out of love. I'm used to belt and beating and all that, and teacher touches me out of love, and she says, tell me what do you know about dinosaur. My hands are shaking. I told whatever my tata told me, my grandfather, long neck, big body, this, that, Tyrannosaurus, Bronchosaurus. Teacher was shocked. And she said, students, this boy is the most brilliant boy I have seen. Most brilliant boy I have seen. He is going to come first in class. Whole night I couldn't sleep. Okay. Next day I go to school and the girls, beautiful girls in the class are saying, genius, genius, me. They started asking notes. First time I went to library, like that Shah Rukh Khan movie, he goes, rings the bell, goes to the library. I went to the library. And then, long story short, in that first semester, quarterly exam, I got third rank. Why I want to tell you this story is, everyone has a genius in them, even if they are the last rank. What we need is a Mangla to believe us. She didn't know my background. She didn't know. If somebody believes you, magic can happen. And that is what we are going to do as speakers. We believe them, we empower them, we transform them, and who knows, there is a magic waiting in all of us to happen. This is my story. That beautiful lady standing next to me, okay, my boss. I'll tell you about her. Again, a love marriage. But when I used to bring my boss, that is my company boss, to my house, such a shy girl, she would be in the kitchen. She would not come out. Today, people say you're telling lies, you're joking. She would be in the kitchen. She would not come out. No, I won't come out. I don't want to meet anybody. Your boss, take this cup of tea and go. I don't want to be. Such a conservative person. Absolutely shy. Okay. Now, this shy person, what can she do? About 4 years back, she goes to one school. In that school, she sees girls drop out after 7th standard, 8th standard. Then she finds out, because when the girls get period, they cannot continue in school because it's a co-ed school. They cannot continue there. Okay, it's very embarrassing. The reason is there is only one toilet for them. 800 girls, one toilet. Not possible. So they were dropping out. She comes and tells me, Shibu, she calls me Shibu, I want to construct at least 30 to 40 toilets there in that school. I want to construct. That is my vision. And then she makes a project cost with an architect 25 lakhs. I got worried if she is going to ask me something about that. Okay, for that. But then this lady was on a mission. She said, you and Sagarika, you manage the house, my daughter. For nearly 3 months, this lady would come only at 10:30, 11 in the night, going from house to house collecting donations, arranging charity fund. In 3 months, she collected about 27 lakhs and she constructed that toilet. I believe a woman who is possessed, who has a strong dream, can achieve anything. That's the power of the woman. They can do it. The only thing is they need to be removed from the constraints. And that's why we keep talking on the power of each and every individual when we talk about family first. Each and every one is a gold mine. Take my daughter, Sagarika, the one who is sitting there. She was same genetics, same like her father. Till 10th standard, I was better than her. Out of 30 students, she got 30th rank. Father is getting 29th rank, daughter is getting 30th rank. See, next generation has to improve, no? So it was doing that. And then she was the last in her class in 10th standard. And she comes to me. She comes to me and says, what should we do? We had a long discussion and then she said, I'm not going to 11th. She worked for 1 year in the stock market. She did internship in a dozen companies. Imagine a 15-year-old kid going to 12 companies and doing internships there. She trekked to the Himalayas, went there, did documentaries. Every month she would go to an international seminar, interact with people. She wrote a book, My Unschooled Year. I think perhaps this book, if anybody reads it by chance, the whole thinking, that education thought process will get transformed. So what we are doing is we are creating paradigm shifts. We are just working, but it is difficult because if I had been in North America, definitely this book would have been a bestseller because we would listen to North Americans. But I am living in a place called Trichy. So that is the big challenge which is there. That is why we are reaching out through PSAI, PSI groups, okay, not to be a speaker but to tell the story and tell people that there is an alternative to what is there in the education system, and there is a way of empowering families, and our job is to elevate the consciousness of the society. We want to elevate by making happy families. Now Deepak is saying you kept on talking, where are you talking about health? Okay, so let me, these are our books. Now coming to health. So our life was super. Okay, good money, good business. Okay, opening up lots of divisions, doing that, happily sitting there, fine. But this is what happened to our bodies. Because when you're making good money, you're eating all the time outside. My regret in life, if you notice, this was in 2015 or 16. My regret in life was I never reached 100 kgs. At that time, I was 99. I missed 100. And she was also, see, I'm almost 11 months pregnant over there. Okay. And Savitri also had a lot of adipose. We were a healthy couple. See, here, if you notice in our t-shirt, it is written marathon. It is not marathon, it's 5 kilometers running. But this old couple, we caught hold of each other's hands. Slowly we trudged because 5 kilometers, so long, no? So we trudged slowly. I think 3 hours later we reached there. This was our health. Now they are going to curse Suresh. For this talk, you call these fellows. Okay, they are going to talk about health. But then I had been diabetic for already 6 years then. And I thought diabetic means you keep taking medicine and keep taking gulab jamun and rasagulla and you live happily. Medicines kept on increasing. Finally, one panel of doctors, they were discussing, already I was taking 12 medicines per day. And now they're discussing what insulin to give, what is to be done. And we are sitting outside and this panel talking inside, and then Savitri and I made a decision. Like the runaway bride, both of us ran out of the hospital. We ran away. Doctors are searching where these fellows are absconding. And we started studying. I got at least 150 books only on health in my house. I have a collection of 2000 books, out of which 150 on health. So wanted to learn that subject because without knowledge, just by attending a 30-minute seminar, nothing is going to happen. It's a deep subject. One thing we did, we made a decision. I use the word decision because decision is a Latin word which means cut away. You cut away, decision, right? This one picture is worth a million words. I'll tell you what this picture is. You see that orange color there, that whatever that reddish color, carbohydrate. When you have carbohydrate, dosa, pongal, puri, chapati, idli, rice, or you take your snacks, junk, boom, sugar level will go up. And when sugar level goes up, it's like a 440 volt on your body, bang. And glycation happens, and all Alzheimer, every disease starts from there. But when you take that yellow thing, the yellow thing is your protein, uh, slight up. When you take fats like avocado or butter, nothing. That means I had to remove this carbohydrate and put protein and fat. And Shiv and Savi took the decision. The decision. Till then we were stocking like some nuclear winter will come. All full Maggie on one side and sauce and this and that. House was fully stocked. Threw everything outside. And till today, you come and try to search for one biscuit packet in a house, you will not find it. Today guests don't come to a house because we give them green tea and almonds. They say, who wants this green tea and almonds? Okay, anyhow, COVID, nobody is going to come to your house. So I just want you to pick up one point here. Inflation, insulin, immunity. Inflammation, insulin, immunity. If I remove carbohydrate, it's like, please understand, now you're saying, I'm not fat here, I don't have diabetes. You don't have diabetes, but you'll get heart problem because of insulin. You'll get Alzheimer's because of insulin. You'll have liver, kidney, everything comes with insulin. If you are fat, just if you are fat, insulin is a fat hormone. Please understand that, because many of I'm not diabetic, I can जो होगा आइसक्रीम खाऊंगा जो भी खाऊंगा बस मस्ती रहूंगा. No, if you are fat, you have insulin, what do you call, resistance. Understand that your body is not functioning properly. You have to eliminate the carbohydrates. I don't take rice, I don't take chapati, I don't take wheat, I don't take idli dosa, I don't take upma, I don't take pongal, I don't take junk food, ice cream, sweets, out of question. And Savitri, Sati Devi, since I started stop taking ice cream and sweet, she also stops. I think day before yesterday, one gentleman was asking her, why you are not taking? If he is not taking, I take, I feel guilty. I thought, what a kind of female at this 21st century. But anyhow, I'm lucky that these things have happened, right? Now you take inflammation. You shake hands with any of these people. I shake hands, I find it hot. That means their body is burning. Their body is burning faster. They are hot. Go and shake hands of the villagers, the farmers. It will be absolutely cool. Your body is burning, it's sweating, it's creating other challenge, it's inflammation. What do? Your grandparents told you have oil bath. We will not have that. Have that. Try to see what you can do to cool your body. I work on that. And immunity. We want to boost our immunity, right? All these COVID challenges are there for people who don't have that immunity. How do you remove it? I'll give you an example. Wayne Dyer, Hollywood actor. When he died, they removed his large intestine and they found 28 pounds of shit inside. What crap is there inside? I am sometimes we do 3-day fasting, and I'm shocked. 3 days fasting, 3 days motion comes out. So much of crap jammed inside. It's like the whole drainage system is jammed, and you expect your body to function. You expect to eat 6 times. Don't eat, man. Akshay Kumar, he says, he eats only 1 time a day. He says 1 time, body needs little food. I also eat 1 time a day. Maximum evening I'll have salads. Just boost your immunity. Anything comes, your body should be able to resist. The body is the only place where you can live. Now we started understanding this. We started creating a regimen. We said, let's do one thing, let's transform ourselves, because we want to live till 100. We want to enjoy our life. If we want to do that, let's get the knowledge, let's pack ourselves and live life to the fullest. I don't want to suffer at the age of 70 where you can't walk and you have arthritis and this problem and breathing. I see people keep suffering and taking pills. My vision is, I'm working on a lot of people. I see them taking 20 medicines. I don't take medicines. I don't take pills. I have completely reversed my diabetes. And doctors say it's not possible. Ask them to come and check me up. My HbA1c, which was 12.7, is 5.5. And I talk to people. I keep telling them, feel sorry for them when they're taking 20 medicines and all that. Okay, I'm working with a gentleman now. And that gentleman, within 1 week, he is able to see a difference. I want that information to go to the whole world so that people can lead better lives. And that is why, thanks Suresh for giving me this opportunity to talk over here. Because even if one life changes, that's going to make a difference here. There may be some guest sitting over here and speakers may be saying, what is this happening here? But that one guest sitting over there will say, got it, man. He may contact me and probably I'll be able to help him, and that family will be happy after that. And long story short, this is what happened. We shed it. Now, Savitri, okay, absolutely, both of us started running marathons. Not I have run maximum 30 kilometers, both of us. regularly 21 kilometers. He started running marathons, right? Imagine not able to walk 5 kilometers, but now able to run marathons. And the best part is, I'll tell you the best part is, Chennai Marathon also. Okay, I should not say the age category, otherwise Savitri will murder me after this. Okay, she won the Chennai Marathon. Trichy, 3-4 marathon she has won. She has got cash prize. I am financially secure. You know why? Any financial problem, I'll make my wife run in a marathon. Can you see it? Okay, I'm just pulling you. Don't do that, right? So, this is what I wanted to share with you. Just remember these three words, because most of what we say in the speech will be forgotten. Nothing will be remembered. Insulin, inflammation, immunity. The three I's. Just work on that and get to know deeper, deeper. It's a deep subject, because what is the point in influencing the whole world if I cannot influence myself? What is the point in trying to transform people unless I see our politicians, half of them cannot walk also, cannot move their bodies. They have absolutely no energy. Our leaders have no energy. If you have no energy, what advice are you going to give the world? The first thing I look at somebody is they come and say you should do this and give advice. I say, come on here, you can't look after your body. What advice are you giving me? First, look after yourself. You be in shape, because you are the best person you can influence first. Stop talking about influencing the world. Influence yourself first. Right? Now, let me get into habits. How much time do you have? Okay. Now, coming to habits, this is Warren Buffett. And I'll tell you a beautiful example he gave. Warren Buffett, he noticed one colleague of his was absolutely disturbed, running here and there. So he called him and said, write down all your priorities on a sheet of paper. So that fellow is sat, wrote. I want to dance, I want to do this, I want to do that project, I want to work on this. 25 things he wrote. Then Warren Buffett said, circle the top 5. So he circled the top 5 priorities. He said, write the top 5 in a sheet of paper. He wrote the top 5 in a sheet of paper. Then Warren Buffett took the other sheet of paper, tore it and put in the dustbin. That is how the story goes. This had a huge impact on me. My family, constant meeting we have, we work only on 5 priorities. Now, priority may change from person to person. For me, priority number 1 is health. Priority number 2 is finance. Priority number 3 is my business. Priority number 4 is the funnel that I am building. And priority number 5 is the speaker that I am becoming. That's it, nothing else. And each has got a time, and I focus on that particular time. That's it. So I just do it. Say, for example, I'm a stock investor. I steadily keep investing in stocks, but I work only on fundamental analysis. But right now, I'm working on technical analysis. That time somebody comes to me and say, hey, there is a piece of land, why don't you look into it? Looks very lucrative, but I don't want, when I'm working on 5 things, I don't want the 6th thing to come and disturb me. And then one person calls and says a new crypto coin has come. Right now I have zero knowledge about crypto coins, zero knowledge. I don't want to get into it till I accomplish something in these 5. Then I will see whether I need crypto coins. First I need the knowledge before I get into it, because I'm not ready to trust anybody. I don't need a financial advisor. I don't need anybody to trust, because I believe that everything we should learn and we should be able to get it done. Right? I think even for example, Savitri, she got a post in a very, very important place to be the president of South India. She said sorry, because right now I have different priorities. So what are the 5 priorities you have? Have you listed it down? Because if you don't list it, 25 things will happen in your life, and you will be focusing and spinning 25 plates and nothing would happen. Just 5. And do you have time for that? Now, when you have these 5 things, now this idea I picked up from what's his name? Yeah, I picked it up from this Atomic Habits by James Clear. There he tells this particular story. Now Britain wanted to win gold medal in cycling, but they were never able to succeed in cycling. In fact, they were so bad, no cycle company wanted to even sponsor these guys. And then Sir Dave Brailsford, he became their coach. You know what he did? He broke down the cycle into small parts. For example, the tire, the dress they were wearing, helmet that they were wearing, yeah, the helmet that they were wearing, almost everything he broke it down into small parts. And he said, everywhere we'll have 1% improvement. Now, as a speaker, can you break down every bit of what you do into a small parts and don't look for big improvement, small improvement? For example, my daughter says I don't use my hands effectively. Now I have to be conscious and see whether I can make a 1% improvement in my hand. Right? Now, what he did was, say for example, he took the tire. He rubbed a special alcohol in it to improve the grip by 1% on the road. Even the pad that they were wearing, he put an electric iron on it so that there will be more circulation there. That is, the muscle would not get a cramp. Even washing the hands, he created a special training program so that they would wash in such a way that they would not catch cold. Because if they catch cold on the day of the race, it will reduce their productivity. And best part, even the van that they used to take the cycle, because you have to carry the cycle in a van from one place to the other, even the van was colored white inside. You know why? Why was it colored white? I hope you understand. All the cycles in a van, and the van interior was colored. The reason is, in white you can see the micro dust. You can see there is dust particle. If there is dust and the dust sits on the cycle, don't you think it will reduce the performance a little bit? So if you remove the dust, performance will get enhanced. I think that is the kind of perfection we should go to when we set our habits. Perfect. Just break down your life into small bits. Work 1%, till you are a master of yourself. How do you do that? Now, the first thing I would suggest is take a habit scorecard. Right from morning till night, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday till Sunday, sit down with your family. All of you. Write down what are the habits you have. Put a tick for all the good habits, a cross for all the negative habits, and then put a neutral for habits, for example, brushing teeth and taking a bath, that all of you have to do, right? So don't, that's a great habit I have. Okay, that's a neutral habit. So put that. Simple. Can you sit on a Saturday evening? No, every day is a Saturday, Sunday for us. Can you sit and can you make a habit scorecard? Can you do that? And then this beautiful tool, powerful tool, cue, craving, and then you respond and you reward, and you get a reward. What is a cue? For example, those days I was a chain smoker. I would go near a shop. As soon as I see the shop, cue. I hope men understand. Smokers will understand. Then craving will come. My body will shift inside. Some heavy feeling will come inside me. Craving will be there. My whole body becomes restless. And then cigarette in my hand. Okay, I'm a man. So I go and say, yes, one Will's filter or whatever, right? Respond. I buy that. I light the cigarette. Reward. Cue, craving, response, reward. Even when you have your drink, you go and have, don't you remember? Cue, you look at the shop, craving, wow, response, open the bottle, response, and reward. Machi, Superman, open the bottle, right? Okay, so we go through that kind of process. Now, can I do the same thing for positive habit instead of negative habit? This is what I do. This is next to my dinner table. I'll tell you, I'm going to tell you a very boring schedule, right? So, boring schedule is morning after doing my oil pulling and after my ablutions. The first thing I do is drink coconut oil. You will see a coconut oil bottle there. I will have that. Okay, after the coconut oil, okay, I'll just explain about that. Every measurement, right from oximeter to my blood pressure, to my blood sugar. Blood sugar, I also carry instrument for 24 hours. My body weight, I have to check it up. And then I have lemon juice with Himalayan salt, 3 glasses in the morning. I need to have 1 liter of water because I want to alkalize my body. Now, unless these things are there on the table, unless these things are the apple cider vinegar after my breakfast, if it is not on the table, if I keep it in the fridge or I keep it somewhere in the storehouse, will I be able to use it? But when it is there, the queue is there, it is standing in front of me and telling me, hey, use me, man. So I'll have it. From I do this, and then afterwards it's an automatic process. 5:30 in the morning till 8 o'clock is my health. From 8 to 10, I sit with my daughter. Now you will find this book. It is not for the photo I put this book on the table. It is there on the table. She is working on technical analysis. I'm sitting with her on 10 stocks and we are learning the candlesticks and the trend and all that. Intelligent Investor, she has already by hearted that book. And that white chart sheet is that weekly plan so that she reads it and knows whether the plan is on track. That near the diary and the notebook which is there is to write down our journal and record. So the whole process is kept over there. So Q, can you make your environment in such a way that whatever you need is there in front of you? You're not searching for the book or searching for the keys and all that. Can you do that first? Because you're all world-class speakers. You're influencing a million people. You want the planet to shift to a higher level. Could you do that? If you're doing it, great, because I know each person is great in their own way. The next thing, this is a formula. I will do dash at dash, okay, at this particular time. What in the heck does it mean? See, one thing you notice, you go and give people motivation, they will not be able to do it. But if you tell them, say for example, I have a place to study. When I sit on that table, I study. I have a place to do my office work. When I sit there, I don't mix my office work and my study. That's a separate place, a separate environment where that will happen. I have a place to exercise. For example, morning, all the three of us, we have a railway station near our house, which is hardly about 200 meters away. Nobody comes to that railway station. It's like a forest. And happily we are running over there, right? Because peacocks are there, birds are there, it's lovely, it's green, and we happily run over there. Okay, I'm not Facebook crazy, but these two ladies, they always want to take a selfie and then they want to post it and all that. They do all that. So I will do running or walking at railway station, that is the place, at time morning 6:30. Tomorrow please send some spy to Trichy, that railway station, 6:50 to 7:15. If you don't find me there, shoot me with a gun. It has to happen. That's all. Right? So this is the next habit. So can you fix each place in your house for something else? Instead of sitting in front of the TV and doing everything, a place for this, a place for this. And you shift in all the places, get the energy of all the places to maximize your output. And number 3, you stack your habits. I want to tell you a story of Diderot. He was a French philosopher. He was the first man to write the encyclopedia, I think in 1850. He wrote that encyclopedia. And then Tsarina of Russia, Queen Catherine, she gave him some huge sum of money for that encyclopedia. Till then he was a poor man. Suddenly overnight he became a multi-millionaire. And he got a lovely carpet. Now imagine you have a nice carpet in the house, but the sofa is dirty. So he got a lovely sofa. Once he got that lovely sofa lovely, carpet lovely, but chandelier is horrible. So changed the chandelier. Once the chandelier changed, the walls were dirty. So started putting paint, whitewashing the walls. Now one by one, the whole house became beautiful. Now this is what is called stacking. You hit one card like a domino, but, everything falls off. Now how do I do my stacking? I'll just share with you. I said oil pulling. After oil pulling, have coconut oil, and then I do the measurement. Then I have black coffee. After black coffee, meditation. So I am a Vipassana fanatic. I do meditation. After meditation comes your pranayam, and then auto suggestion, then visualization, Then I go to the portico, the lobby of my house. Then I have to do 30 sit-ups, 30 lunges, and then I have to do plank. After that, I have to go to the railway station, run there, come back by 7:15, 7:30. After I come back, then I have to, the journal will be there. I have to write the journal. After writing the journal, only tea. Otherwise, Savitri is not going to give tea. We all have to do it. If Sagarika sleeps in the morning, my daughter, she will not get the tea. 8 o'clock, technical analysis, right? So, technical analysis, plus I'm also teaching her NLP. So, I do that NLP, and I also give a lot of, we watch Dr. Eric Berg's videos on health. 10 o'clock over, go upstairs to the office, in between one tea, then go upstairs to the office. And then in the office, now we are working on digital marketing, we are trying to equip the tools, and then now that is all a sequence. I am working on that sequence. This will happen till 1:30. Then 1:30 I come, I stand in the sun for 15 minutes to improve my vitamin D. Crazy fellow, right? And then I go and do Wim Hof breathing. After doing Wim Hof breathing, I have ice bath. I take ice bath, have an ice bath, and then lunch should be ready. And then lunch is ready. Then after I go to this thing, I need to have at least half an hour nap, and then I get up, and then I need to have my tea, and then after having my tea I have classes for at least 3 hours. Classes will be there. Evening, then evening walk, 7 o'clock I am free, I will do Zumba, and then I do singing. I sing to myself with a bad voice. When I sing, my whole family is 3 rooms away, so that half an hour they have to tolerate me. After 7:45, then after that I read some book, some story book like Sherlock Holmes. 9 o'clock the whole family has to get together, and each one has to share for 5 minutes what they read, and then you are free for the day. You want to sleep, you sleep or whatever, but 10 o'clock we are all expected to sleep. Such a boring life. Only thing is, on Saturday evening, full cheating. Each one can cheat, right? Now I will tell you how we cheat. How much time do I have? Okay, 5 minutes. 5 minutes, okay, right. Now, let me wind up with this particular story. This gentleman, I'm really impressed by this story. Mr. Polgar, he met Carla and he said, you can make a child what you want it to be. We all have a theory, that children are gift of God. Khalil Gibran says, give them your love, not your thoughts, because they have their own thoughts. But he said, we will make child as we want them to be. I want my children to be world chess champions, even before they are born. How will we make them chess champion? Both of them agreed. Full house full of chess books, chess posters. They are member of all chess club, association. 3 daughters born, Sophia, Susie and Judith. All the time practicing chess. In fact, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, the daughters in the night would be in the bathroom playing chess with themselves. And then the parents would call out and they will say, I want to leave the board, but the board doesn't want to leave me. Now, Judith Polgar is equal to men in chess. She is among the top 10 in the world. Women, she is the best. And Sophia is the second best in the world. All the 3 are grandmasters. What do we learn from this story? The main lesson we learn from this story is your behavior is a function of your environment. You create that environment, your behavior will come automatically. So can we design an environment? We want to be world-class speakers. Can you create an environment such a way that sizzling speech comes out of you? Can you create that? And the only thing that can do that is by having accountability of the family. The whole team has to work together, and that is what is going to give you power. Right? Now, I want to tell you 1 or 2 things that I do in the environment. In case I have to watch TV, I have to shout out what program I want to watch. And after watching that program, because my body craves for that program, after that program, I have to keep the remote there and pull the plug out. Because next time you want to watch the TV, you have to put the plug in and then you have to take the remote, and it's all boring process. I'll give you another example. I love to eat nachos. I have nachos on Saturday. Okay, because Saturday is my relaxation day. But if the nachos is there in front of my desk, what will I do? I'll eat that nachos, no? So what I do is, we have that attic. Attic is that shelf on top of the kitchen. To go to that attic, I have to go to my bathroom, bring that ladder, okay, and that too it's a wooden heavy ladder. Bring that ladder, put it against the wall, climb there, open the attic to take that nachos out. Will I do that every day? So it is not that I cannot have the bad habit. So I keep it there. Fine. Now I kept the ladder back then. No, it's Saturday desperate. I need because I'm also a human being. No. So that time I'll go take the ladder, take that nachos, have my fill. So can I design an environment like that? I just want to give you a small anecdote, a joke in this environment. In Holland, men are men. Okay, everywhere in the world. So when they went to the office or the cinema theaters or wherever, you have the urinals. So men will aim everywhere else except the urinal. You go and notice. Okay, so they are spreading everywhere. How do you solve this problem? I hope you get it, right? So they were seeing all urinals were extremely dirty. So what they did was, the Dutch government got a beautiful idea. Every urinal center they put a beautiful lady sticker, and the girl says, "Hey, come on, aim at me. Let's see." Now all the men were aiming there, and the urinal was clean. Your behavior is a function of your environment. So if you have right environment, right habits will follow. And I just want to wind up with that. Thank you really much. You have been a wonderful audience, right? It was great talking to you. Yes,
Thank
yes,
you.
and
Sure.
yes, and please, my wife told me that you all have to visit this website and you have to give a Google review, and also again, because otherwise I'm not a speaker. So this book, okay, now apart from promoting, I have poured my life into this book, and I have put a chart because I believe every family should have a proper chart. You please down, if you don't want to pay 350 rupees for the book, at least download the chart. That will give you a 10-week habit plan. I want you to have that habit plan. And because I didn't want to make a boring textbook, not I, we. So my wife and I, Savitri and I, we made it like a story of a couple which is struggling, and how through mentorship and this they get to have the right habits and have a beautiful life. So we want to work on this with passion. So this is the rest of the life till I go 6 feet under the ground. We want to make families happy, because our believing is, if families are happy, we'll be able to elevate the consciousness of the environment, and we would have a beautiful society. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you.
It was a wonderful learning, and I loved what you said. If somebody believes you, magic happens, and that is actually very true. I have personally witnessed it, and the another thing which I would like to tell everyone is that everyone needs to circle their top priorities and build your habits so that they can fulfill these. And
Sure.
with this, it has to be done consciously, as your behavior is your function of your environment. Wonderfully said. We all loved it. Thank you very much for your wonderful words.
Thank you. Thank you. It's
Super Bro, would
mutual.
you like to say something?
Thank you very much, Siva Kumar sir, for showering your wisdom about how to keep the family good, and self-discipline and the environment. Everything is in our control. Thank you very much.
So, anybody has any questions, or anybody would like to say something? Windows open.
I think Dr. Ranjan has put a question, which is the last habit you have mastered? Mm. Now, honestly speaking, I think if I miss one day's practice, okay, it's okay. But if I miss 2 days practice, I will go back to that terrible self that I am. So I won't say that I'm still a master. I'm still in the process of learning. And I have to do it. It's almost automatic, but still I have to keep myself conscious and keep pushing. But now this automaticity is such that I don't have to use my willpower now. The speed has increased. And because that speed has increased, what happened is I don't have to really spend a lot of time thinking and doing it. It happens faster. That's all. But master is too big a word for me to use. I'm still 27 years of marriage. I'm still learning a lot of things from her. Where do you get the mastery?
Very well said, sir. Learning is a continuous process.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. And to the entire community, we have a poll coming up, and in which you can tell us how engaging was the session according to you. You can rate 1 for belief and 5 for the higher.
Sorry, I didn't. Oh, okay. I shouldn't vote, right?
So we have 5 votes to find. Please vote.
This is nice. Okay.
So everybody, please listen. And this is a sport recognition from our side. So this is what we can do for you at the moment.
Oh, thank you.
With our gratitude, and thank you for sharing the valuable nuggets. It was wonderful learning with you. And may I request everyone to please put their video on. Let's have a group photograph. So please, everyone.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thanks for the wonderful opportunity.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you for joining in. And you take very good care of yourself. And today I learned to my son that says GST. G stands for good night. S stands for what he said. I missed it here. Sweet dreams. Sorry. S stands for sweet dreams, and T stands for take care. So good night, sweet dreams. Take care. GST.
Beautiful.
Stay safe, stay blessed, stay blessed.
Thank you.
Till the time we meet again, enjoy.
See you.
Bye bye.
Bye bye. Bye bye.
Thank you everyone for joining in.